to order. And, okay. And I'm Lynn Eicholt, and I'm pinch hitting for Michael Marnick tonight. He couldn't be here as the chair. And we have one case, 2164, and it is a application for a special permit for new construction regarding side yard setbacks. And George Riley has filed the application on behalf of Kevin and Catherine Carr. And has anyone here had conversations with the applicant or has any issue that would be a conflict?
Nope.
No? Then we can go ahead. So, Mr. Riley, I can't see you, and you're muted, but do you want to go ahead and present the application? No? Hello?
Hear me now?
Faintly. Hi, Emily, we just started, so you have missed nothing. Other than that, you have no conflict, right?
No conflicts.
Yes, okay, all right. Okay, George Riley, you can
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay. So what we're asking for is really just a minute. Let me quiet my dog here. There we go. Is very almost de minimis, very small amount. If you look at the site plan, you'll see that the 25-foot setback goes diagonally across the southern portion of the existing house. And the proposal here is to renovate the second floor of that house in that area. And in renovating it, the proposal is to put a rather large dormer on the front of the house. And that dormer is higher than the existing ridge of the house. And where the corner of the dormer meets the existing part of the house, that is within the setback by about a foot. And because it goes up higher than the existing ridge of the roof, it adds a certain amount of volume, which I calculated is to be around 24 cubic feet or less. So that's about, I don't know, like half the size of a refrigerator or something like that. It's very small, but it is over the limit. I know that's not clear, so maybe you could ask me a question or something. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. So that's really what we're asking for here, is that small amount of increased volume on the second floor. That's within the setback. But it's further away from the property line than the existing edge of the house.
So another way of looking at what you're asking for is basically a cube that's 2 by 3 by 4.
Yes, very small amount. It's just the corner of that dormer and the rear part of the dormer.
I'm a neighbor, and I have no objection.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on just a minute. We'll ask for comments from anybody who's attending. So any other questions about, that's all your comments, Mr. Riley?
Yes, that's all we're asking for.
Okay, all right. Are there any other questions from? Yeah, we have an echo going here, but any other questions from Jerry, Emily, Matt, Bruce?
Just, I think the applicant should address the special permit criteria from 16444 that they filled out in the application, just
Right.
address those 8 points.
Let me find the 8 points here. And I'll do that. Site is adequate. The proposed project will comply with current requirements except where noted. So the adequacy of the site is always been within the code, and it continues to be that way. It's a residential use, and that won't change. There'll be no impact on traffic. There's no change there. The visual character of the neighborhood, the proposed architectural plans seems to be in in line with the other houses that are built in that area. The sewage disposal is a Title V septic system that has recently passed inspection. Utilities, a lot is serviced by Eversource Electric and Town Water. There be no effect on noise and litter. And the impact on the groundwater recharge volume, there's really no change there. It's everything is as it was. So that's that. I think have I covered all 8? Hello, can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I think the last 2 are noise and litter and impact on groundwater quality. Did you hit those?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else from the committee? All right. We have several people here. Carol and Wayne Richardson and Mary Megason. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Okay. So anyone that wants to speak in favor of the application? You're muted.
Hold on.
Ms.
There we
Richardson,
go.
you're muted.
Okay, is that, yeah. I'm Katie Kerr's mom, and I live at 3 Anchor, and I'm just here to hear what you folks are going to do.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mr. Richardson, did you want to say anything? No? Mary Megason?
I'm the neighbor to the south, and I have no objection to the
Okay,
encroachment
okay.
on the.
Mary? We can't hear you. You're muted. You're still muted.
Mary, I think your microphone is not working. You may want to make sure you have the correct one selected or try leaving the meeting and coming back.
Yeah, my microphone didn't work at first. I had to come back in.
I'll take the time if I could while she's reconnecting to ask Tom one question. So Tom, I read this as not by right and by special permit, which is why we're here, that it would fall under 164 3C1B as an alteration to a non-conforming structure, and therefore, can fall under special permit as we're being asked. Is that
That's
your read?
correct. That's correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Which, Matt, that's not what it said, right?
That's not the relief that they're seeking. It's the chapter and verse of the bylaw that allows this to fall within a special permit rather than some other variance or some other.
Okay.
So the relief requested it is the setback requirements, which is what they're violating. But again, it's a structure that's already non-conforming asking to extend that without, and therefore
Right.
eligible for a special permit.
So I'm just going to ask probably a question of my colleagues on the committee, because the volume, I honestly didn't, I mean, I understand they're asking they're going to keep the same amount of non-compliance that they had before, the side yard setback, right? And they need a special permit to do that. But the volume, I honestly I didn't understand that there was any issue about the volume of the structure. But am I missing something in the zoning law?
There's not an issue, that just the point is that it's a very small amount of volume that they're adding within a setback that they're already encroaching on. So they're not encroaching further into the
Okay.
setback, they're simply
Yeah.
extending up, which adds more volume to.
But the volume is not, there's not a restriction on volume, right?
Correct.
Yeah, thank you. I was confused. So, yeah. Okay, all right. Mary, have you gotten your? No. I don't, Mary, we can't hear you still.
Could I just ask whoever is hosting the meeting, I briefly saw that Mary's mic was muted. I saw it on the screen.
It's not muted now, it hasn't been muted, but I think her mic is not working on her computer. Or Mary, perhaps if you look at the selection options for your microphone, you may want to cycle through them. The little caret next to the mute icon gives you some options.
There's also the option to dial in, isn't there?
Yes, there is. You're more than welcome to do that if you'd like to, Mary.
Or you could put a text in the sidebar.
So that's, yeah. Can we do that?
No, it violates open meeting law.
Ah, okay.
You can only use the chat to tell people their microphone isn't working, which is not that helpful.
Okay. Okay. All right. So,
I think, Mary, you could email the chair a statement and the chair could read it. I think that's acceptable. If you'd like to do that.
does she have my email?
It also strikes me that her comments might be positive, in which case we could move right. No, they're not. I see her head shaking. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Okay.
But with all due respect, we still can't hear you.
Do you want to do the phone number?
I was half joking with the writing option. I would request that if Mary wishes to participate in this meeting, that she call in.
Yeah. So Matt, you just flashed up the phone number, but I just wanted to, Mary, let's just give her the phone number real quick.
Mary, just nod yes if you can hear us, and Lynn will give you a phone number. Thank you.
Okay. I'll give you the phone number as soon as I get it in front of me.
So it's 646
Thanks, Matt.
558 8656. This is in the chat, and it's also on the town's website where the agenda is posted. The webinar ID, which is also at the top of the screen, is 885-3652-4 4062.
Thank you, Matt. I'm also hosting the select board, so I'm running back and forth. So appreciate it.
While she's dialing in, did anybody try using the Zoom link on Stacy's email that she sent today to get into this?
I did and was unsuccessful.
I did
You-
the same way, it didn't work.
Yeah, Stacy, I just wanted you to know that it didn't work. I didn't either. I couldn't get in either.
All right, I'll have to look at it. Emily said the same thing. I'm not sure why, because it's the same one we've been using for the last like
Okay.
3 meetings.
Yeah.
I think it was just the format of the email because I had to.
Oh,
I
yeah,
manually
you know
typed
why?
in.
Because it was a screenshot. That's exactly why.
So Mary, now that
okay.
you're on the phone, you have to turn the audio off on your computer.
So, it's showing on Mary's that she is muted.
Yep, I just muted her. I'm trying to get her to turn the audio off on her computer, but the phone is enabled.
You hear me on the phone now?
We can.
Okay. Did you get the letter I sent probably about 2 to 3 weeks ago? I believe I sent it to Stacy Farber.
Yeah. Stacy Faber. Yep. Stacy.
Faber, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Stacy.
Yes.
You did get it?
I sent what Mary had emailed me to everybody. I forwarded it with the agenda. Hold on. One
Did
second.
other
It's also
people
on
get
the
it?
town website. Hold on. One second. I'll resend it to everybody.
And I also sent it to the architectural review board as well.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I sent it to Kelly for posting. I sent it to you guys on the 23rd, but I'll resend it right now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I apologize. I'm new to Zoom and I'm obviously doing something wrong.
Yeah, we got it on the 22nd.
Jerry, okay. All right, here you go, guys.
Okay. Mary, why don't you go ahead and talk us through your comments while
Well,
a couple of us
I
are
am,
still looking for it.
okay. I am very concerned. We are directly west of Nauset Marine. So we are the house directly west of them.
Ah,
And we
Mary,
are
before you
concerned.
go, Mary, before
Oh,
you go
yes.
too on, we are not considering Nauset Marine tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I'm
Yeah.
calling about. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nauset Marine has been pushed to October 20th, the next meeting of the board.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I apologize. I apologize.
So
I'm
you
on
have
the,
you
well,
have
maybe
time. You have
work
time
on
to
my
get your
microphone.
computer audio. Yes. Yeah. So
Okay. I'm
we will
sorry. What
see
would
you.
be,
We will see you in 2 weeks.
okay. And hopefully, you will have the letter that I sent and, and I'll have my audio correct.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
We got it.
Good night.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now we got that cleared up. It looks like there's no other folks to say for or against this particular application. So let me ask board members, any comments or questions, last comments or questions, or are we ready to vote? Ready to vote? Matt, go ahead.
I'm prepared to make a motion if you're closing to public comment and moving forward.
I am closing to public comment. Thank you.
Excellent. I will make the motion that will to grant the special permit as presented.
Second.
Okay, all right. So all of us, let's see, we only need 5. So I will have, let's see, everybody except for Jerry. How about if I leave you out this time? That's what I'm supposed to do, right? Just 5?
Yeah, that's fine, but someone else should second then.
Oh, that's right. I screwed that up.
That's
Yep.
fine, that's fine.
No, how about I can leave George out?
I bet
Okay,
George
all right.
wants to make a
Bruce is
comment.
happy to be left out.
May I make a
All right.
comment?
Pardon?
May I make a comment?
Yes, absolutely.
I think that within the motion that was made, maybe we should mention the specific word de minimis with respect to the case.
Or issue that as a finding of fact in the recorded decision. I agree, George. Good point.
Yep. Okay. All right. With that comment, if there are no other comments, I am gonna, George, Bruce, you want to be left out? You can be left out. That's good. So Matt? You voted
Matt
yes?
votes yes.
Yes. Emily?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes,
And George?
Yes,
And Lynn? Yes. Okay, the vote is 5-0. Approved. And I will write the decision. So, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Richardson. Stacy, do we have minutes to approve?
The only ones we have are the draft of September 15th that I sent to you guys. And I don't know if you guys want to do that now. You want to wait for Mr. Marnick for the next meeting?
It's not on the agenda, so we could probably wait, right?
Yeah, it's on the October 20th agenda.
Okay, all right. There was a note. Are there any older minutes, Stacy, that still need approving? There were several that are on the town website as draft.
I'll check because Kelly doesn't remove those when I give her the final. Like she uploads the final as well, so I'll just double check which ones we still need to final on and give them to you guys.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. So we will
Bye, Tom.
deal with,
Hi, guys.
all right, Tom.
all right, okay. So motion to adjourn?
So moved.
moved.
Second. Yes.
All right. All in favor? Yes.
Aye.
Okay.
Great
Okay.
job, Lynn.
Good night.
Good night.
Nice
Jump
work,
in.
Lynn. Thank you.